You know, when it comes to the iPhone 14, there's been like one thing that we've all been avoiding having to talk about. And I think you know what it is. So go have a seat. Your mother and I need to talk to you. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, FPT. Of course, the show that gives you all its tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Okay, listen. Listen to me. The iPad mini is $99 off right now on Amazon. Instead of $500, it's only $400. This is the best deal for the best iPad that has ever iPadded. But you're gonna have to be fast. I don't know how long this deal is gonna be a thing, and I'm sure after this episode goes up and it's live, it's gonna be out of stock. The link for this is down in the description. It's not an affiliate link. I don't need your money. Just go buy the iPad mini. Okay, news. First up for the day, story numero uno. Let's talk Apple Watch. In fact, I thought about making this the title of today's episode instead of the second story about iPhone 14, but I figured if I did, and I made an episode about the Apple Watch, it'd get me about enough views to buy me a Subway gift card. But Kuoming Chi tweeted over the weekend claiming that a body temperature sensor was supposed to have made it into last year's watch, Apple Watch Series 7, but was canceled because, quote, the algorithm failed to qualify before entering EVT stage last year. For why, you ask? Is that relevant now? Well, I'll tell you for why. Kuo believes that we could end up finally seeing it this year, saying that Apple Watch Series 8 could finally end up with the body temperature sensor if Apple can get the algorithm to meet Apple's, quote, high requirements before mass production begins in a few months. He goes on to say that the issue with implementing something like this is that skin temperature varies pretty quickly depending on outside environments, obviously, and no matter the hardware on the Apple Watch, without an accurate algorithm to adjust temperature readings accordingly, then, well, the watch isn't going to give you any sort of accurate information when it comes to temperature. You might be like, oh, well, that's weird, I don't really feel well today, wonder what my temperature is. Oh, I'm dead. Again, though, this is definitely not something that is guaranteed. After all, they did end up canceling this last year, but it would be a really cool thing to have right there on your wrist at all times, be that accessible, because I'm getting really sick of sticking a thermometer in my butt to check my temperature all the time. What? That's not how you do it? Oh no, Did you really think that just browsing in incognito mode protected you and your privacy? Stefan, without added security, you might as well just be putting all of your private data in a cute little box with a cute little bow and handing it over to advertisers, hackers, and your ISP. IPVanish helps you safely browse the internet by encrypting 100% of your data, like passwords, communications, browsing history, and more. Even your physical location will be a secret. Use IPVanish on an unlimited amount of devices without sacrificing any speed, and right now, you can get 70% off of their yearly plan with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just go to ipvanish.com/FPT and use code FPT to get started today. And of course, huge thanks to IPVanish for sponsoring this episode. All right, welcome back. You have arrived to the last part of the show. We've talked about a lot of iPhone 14 stuff, obviously, but the elephant in the room for a lot of people is price. How many doll hairs, baby? Well, first of all, we know that we're getting 4 models again this year. 4 models not including an iPhone mini. There is no that this year. Instead, we're looking at an iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Max, or iPhone 14 Plus, whatever they call it, and of course, the Pro models, an iPhone 14 Pro and an iPhone 14 Pro Max. There are some key differences with this entire lineup this year, though, other than the fact that there's no small one. For one, the design itself is not the same from model to model this year. The regular models still basically get the same old design, but the new Pro models, those are the ones that get the new eye-shaped cutout thing. I don't know if that's a good thing, but that's what you're getting. Oh, but that's not all. The Pro models are also the only models getting the new chip. That's right, the base models, they get the same old A15 chip from last year, and it's only the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max that actually get the brand new A16 chip. With all of that said, with all that in consideration, what do you think the prices are going to be? Not what you think is fair, like Apple overcharges, the price is so cheap, it should be down. What do you think they're actually going to charge? Let us know in the comments. And keep in mind, the iPhone 14 regular Dollar Tree models will be shipping with an A15 chip, the same one from last year, and they will not be redesigned. They're going to look like the iPhone 13 did. Again, that already should mean, okay, lower price. In my head, that means, all right, maybe $100 less, $50 less. But on top of all that, Apple also just signed a deal with BOE to help manufacture displays for the standard iPhone 14. Which, real quick, can we just say, good job, BOE, that's great! They have been trying for years to land Apple as a client, but unfortunately, their display panels just never met Apple's technical specification, so Apple continued to stick with the usuals. Samsung, LG. So this is really the first time BOE has been able to land an order like this. And the fact that BOE is not Samsung and not LG is good news. That means lower cost panels, which you'd think lower cost panels and everything else that's terrible about the base models, lower cost phones, all right? Yeah, but probably no. The current rumored prices look like this: $799 for iPhone 14, $899 for iPhone 14 Max or whatever, $1,099 for iPhone 14 Pro, and $1,199 for iPhone 14 Pro Max, so price increase all the way down the line. Have fun! That's great! I'm so excited about this. Yeah, no, that is not what we want. Okay, tell you what. You may riot now. Enjoy.